Greetings, everyone. You are at another episode of Breakfast Intellectual Bites. And from the very beginning, Merry Christmas to everyone. And we hope that this year is going to bring you everything that you want. And you are going to be healthy and wealthy, and your families are going to be healthy and wealthy, and you are going to achieve the goals put forward. Today, we are going to continue to speak about service learning in the Republic of Moldova in the frame of the American Vision and Values through Service Learning project that is funded by the Department of State through the American Embassy in the Republic of Moldova. I'll start today with a saying that education is a compass that activates magnets of wisdom, of curiosity, and of intelligence. And as that's Christmas time, we are going to speak about a very important topic that is connected to education in general, and that's engagement, community engagement. That is a part of the concept that we call service learning. Then the previous time at the previous episode of Breakfast Intellectual Bites that was devoted to service learning, then we said that service learning has a lot of advantages for the process of growing up learners or the future generation of kids. And we've said that generally through service learning, the learners can gain experience, they can increase their knowledge of their communities, of themselves, and of the material that should be taught. Today, we continue to discuss with the representatives of another region, this time the same northern part of Moldova, and this time we're going to speak with people that represent Jedinets. And these are the team members of the project that are implementing the idea of service learning in their schools. Then it's my pleasure to introduce Lilia Gladkirch and Larisa Burlaco. Hello, ladies. Thank you so much for accepting the challenge to participate in today's episode of Breakfast Intellectual Bites. We really hope that you are going to share your experience about using this concept in teaching English. The first question, what is your idea of service learning? Because that's generally the first question that I ask all my guests. Mrs. Gladkirch?
Good evening to everyone. First of all, on behalf of the Jedinets team, I would like to express our gratitude to you, Domna Victoria Moskaliuk, for the given opportunity to become part of this wonderful project, American Vision and Values through Service Learning in Moldova. Thank you for the experience we gain and for the emotions that the work on the project evokes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So what is service learning? There are many definitions of this notion. According to the National Youth Leadership Council, service learning is a philosophy, pedagogy, and model for community development that is used as an instructional strategy to meet learning goals and content standards. In simpler terms, service learning is an educational method that combines academic goals with community service projects. On the one hand, the students learn about community issues at the lessons of civic education, and also at the lessons of personal development, and of course at the English lessons. And at the same time, the students that participate in the project have a unique opportunity to gain hands-on experience doing service learning to tackle community issues and make positive changes in the community. So the students who are volunteers benefit a lot from being engaged in this project. As for the kids that volunteers work with, they get help with their English classes, they get care and support, and of course a lot of positive emotions. Thus, service learning is about volunteering, It is about action, about empathy, consideration of others, and it is also about making our community a little better.
Okay,
That is
thank you so much.
yes, about service learning.
Okay, then in this case, service learning is mostly connected to the dispositions. Then you said empathy, you said care, because do you remember what the motto of our project is?
Um,
We serve,
we serve.
we like to serve, and we serve with
We
care.
serve with care. Yes, we serve
Okay.
with care.
Then in the motto, in the vision of the project, we already have that kind of disposition that we are trying to implement while making our volunteers work with the beneficiaries. Okay, thank you so much. Mrs. Burlako, could you tell us what is your idea of service learning?
Okay, good evening to everyone. I'm very glad to be a part of this project. It gives me more opportunities to understand myself, to understand better myself as a teacher and as a person. So there are a lot of definitions of this word combination, service learning, but I like Mrs. Gladkirch definition that it is a philosophy. What is philosophy? Philosophy is a love of wisdom and is a way of thinking. It means, and I'd like to say that in this project I have found a philosophy, my own philosophy. It is, I can say, my philosophy now is collect a set of ideas about how to do something or how to live, and let live other people. It seems to me it's very important to live other people, not only your opinion as is the most important. All the opinions and all the things are important.
Okay, definitely you're right. And we are all different and we share different opinions, and every kind of opinion has the right to exist. Okay. I'm happy that this project, in a way, enlarged the philosophy of teaching that you, I'm sure, had before the implementation of the project. Could you tell me in what way has your life changed since the project was started? Because that's not the first time we are working together, but is this project a little bit different? And was has your life a little bit changed in another way since we launched the project at the beginning of September?
Well, it'd be more correct to say that not the whole my life changed, but my attitude to some aspects of life and some aspects of my professional life has changed absolutely. To be honest, when we began the project, I was very skeptical about its purpose.
As always.
I was very skeptical, and I doubted that classes with special children were possible, and the most important, what would be the result of all these activities. 3 months later, now, today, I can say, confidently say, that everything is possible if you want. I can see changes that happen with my children and with me personally. With me, I became more patient. I've understood that in fact these children need not so much our attention, but unfortunately during our classes we can't pay much attention to them. That's why this project is very important now. I am not skeptical now. I'm sure that this project is very important. And thank you for such.
Okay, thank you to the American people, not to me, to American people for
Thank you.
offering us, for their commitment to offer us the possibility to implement, to bring changes to the community. Okay, Mrs. Gladkirch, has your philosophy of teaching changed with from the time we started the project?
I think that many things changed as regards my life as a teacher, yes, and the lives of our volunteers and the lives of the kids that the volunteers work with, many things changed. Firstly, I should say that some words about volunteers. They are supposed to have classes with the kids with special needs, and they do it on a weekly basis. They do it every week, and it is not so easy as it seems at first. At first time, every time they go through several stages. The first stage is the stage of preparation. They should be prepared very well, and they work hard at it. While preparing for the classes, we discuss the material that we are going to use. We discuss the run of the lesson, and we also discuss the possible outcomes. And then they provide classes. They lead classes, and it is very difficult for them. So it was very difficult at first. Now it is okay, I think. They do different kinds of jobs. They do paper crafts with the kids. They do even plastic bottle crafts. They play different games. They do crosswords and puzzles with the kids. And of course, they use English as a tool to achieve their goals. Besides, I noticed that there is an increase in self-esteem and empathy and responsibility of the students, of the volunteers who work with the kids. They also became more aware of the community needs, and there can be seen improvements in their communication skills as well, and in their self-awareness, I think so. And as for the lives of the kids, it also changed a little bit, I think so. Firstly, they made good friends. Those friends, I mean volunteers, they spent much time with them, and then they bring joy and they bring happiness and many unforgettable moments. They care for the kids, they help and support them. And it is vividly seen that the kids don't feel lonely. They know it for sure that they are part of the team, and it gives them support.
Okay.
And it is a real pleasure to see their happy faces and their shining eyes.
Okay,
And
Mrs. Gladyer, could you tell me, thank you so much, could you tell us, did the volunteers see the meetings with the beneficiaries as a kind of lesson or something else? Because you said there are keywords here, tools and emotions.
They use English as a tool. They use English. They describe pictures. They use the English words for some notions. They color the picture books, and they use English in these cases. And the pupils really don't see it as the English lessons. They see it as something pleasant, as just a friendly meeting.
Okay. Thank you so much. Mrs. Burlaku, could you share the opinion of your volunteers from the things they tell you about their feedback? Could you share their feedback? How do they regard those types of meetings with the beneficiaries?
Both beneficiaries and volunteers like these meetings, and as Liliana has said, they are friendly meetings. They are not lessons. They are not something, lectures maybe or something else. We play, the children play, draw, speak, discuss something. They are speaking about their favorite colors, maybe about their favorite means of transport, about favorite seasons. And these beneficiaries are very glad that somebody wants to know about their favorite things, what is favorite for them. And it seems to me this is the most important. They both of them like these meetings.
Okay. Can you tell us, have you chosen a certain age range when you selected the beginning of the project, the kids with special needs, or the selection was made at random?
No, we have chosen primary school students and fifth grade students because it's easier maybe to communicate with them. They are not so, I don't know, maybe strict with other people as
They are still kids. That means they
still
have those feelings,
Mhm.
childish feelings that offer the possibility to the volunteers to find an easier connection.
Mhm,
Okay.
it's easy
The
for
relationship is
find
easier
with
with those that are
Uh-huh.
younger. Okay, Mrs. Gladkiev, could you tell us what is the age range of the beneficiaries that you selected at the beginning of the project?
They are 10 and 11 years old.
Okay.
They are the pupils of the fourth and fifth grade.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
yes,
what is the
yeah.
age range of the volunteers?
The age, I think they are 16, maybe, or 15 or
Okay,
16. I don't know exactly.
namely that kind of period when
Yes.
they need a lot to make their personality, complex. Okay, that's namely
But
that certain time,
if the project
teenagers time.
continues next year, perhaps we will choose as beneficiaries younger students or maybe older,
Okay,
because yes, there are
great.
many students to work with.
Could you tell us, have you chosen the time according to some principles, the time for the meetings, or there was no principle? That's sort of the basis of the time choice. The time for the meetings.
We try to meet at the same time. We usually meet on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, and this time and day is suitable both for the kids and for the volunteers. But if something unexpected happens, the time can be, and the day and the time, they can be changed.
Okay, good. Mrs.
But
Burlaku, do you have a certain principle that stood at the basis of the time choice?
Of course, we have chosen a certain time to meet because we have lessons on Friday at 1 a.m. It's the end of the working week, and it is convenient for both and volunteer and beneficiaries. And it's time at the end of the week. We all are very tired, and we need positive emotions. That's why we have chosen this time to meet.
Could you tell me, are you going to change the beneficiaries in the second semester, or your volunteers are going to work with the same kids with special needs?
I think we are going to add, not to change, and to add. Only add some beneficiaries to these beneficiaries with whom we are working now, because it's very important for them. They are waiting for our meetings. They ask during the breaks in the corridors. When they see me or the volunteer, they ask, "Are we going to meet this week? Are we going?" It's very important for them. That's why we will not change. We will add somebody to our meeting.
Are you going to extend the volunteers team?
I hope.
Okay, great. Do you have learners, pupils that would gladly join the volunteers team?
Yes, there are. There are a lot of students that are very glad to volunteer and to do something with younger students.
Okay, great. Mrs. Gladys, could you tell us, is it necessary that the volunteers have, B2 level of English language proficiency to become volunteers and to serve the community?
No, they just need a kind heart to become volunteers. Yes.
Okay, then it's not necessary that they are very advanced then we speak about the English language.
No, we don't speak
They
about
should
it.
master very well the English language. They should know the English language. They can speak. They should speak. They should know some structures, but that's not the principle that stands at the basis of performing a volunteering job. Am I right?
They just should have a great desire to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
They should
Okay,
have a desire to change something in the community, to make
Okay,
some
thank you
positive
so much.
community.
Then now we're going to offer the possibility to the volunteers to express their opinion about the great work that they perform. And we have Polina Khapitskaya, Anna Finyuk, Auzyak Valeria, and Mironov Sergey. Hello, everyone. Okay, so happy to see you all here and so grateful for joining us today and making a great work for the community that you represent. Could you share your opinion? First of all, what is this project about? And you have been in the project for about more than 2 months. That means that was October. You started to work in October, November, December, 3 months. What have you understood? Polina Khapitskaya. What is this project about? Because you're supposed to have a vision first.
About this project is about helping for children.
Helping.
For children with special needs.
Okay, great. Anna Finyuk.
For me, this project is about friendship, communication, collaboration, and kind of tolerance with these kids.
Okay, thank you so much. Valeria. Valeria, do you have troubles with your internet connection? Okay, good.
For me, this project is help lovely children with their difficulties with learning English language, doing different activity with children with special needs and so on.
Okay, then now I can summarize, and I can say that there were some keywords that was help, kids, tolerance, joy. Do you really believe that that's very important for life? Anna?
Yes.
And why?
Of course, it's important for our life.
Why?
Because it's positive emotions. It's the best from the best. It's our communication is based on, and that's all I think.
Okay, Polina.
It's
Okay, is it important? Okay, there were some keywords that I summarized from the speeches that you have delivered, and there were speeches that mentioned that the project is about help, the project is about tolerance, the project is about kids and friendship. Do you think that all these keywords are important for your life, for your future life?
all this.
That's not important.
All these words are important
because these words stand for concepts.
Yeah.
Okay. Important.
Yeah. All these
all
words.
Of them are important.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now I have a question. Have you ever taught English? Okay. Did you have kids that you have worked before the launching of this project? Valeria?
No, I have never had such an experience before, but I was very glad when I had the chance to try myself in this project. I am very glad that I can help children and I sincerely rejoice when they enjoy our lessons. And I hope that this experience and this project help me, and it will even be decisive in choosing my future profession.
Okay, great. Then that I think that's the first objective of the project, to help you or to prepare you for future. Okay, Polina.
I have never taught English before, but
Mhm.
but I often helped my first teacher with younger students, and decided to become a primary school teacher. I want to say
You
that,
have already decided.
yeah,
Okay, that's great.
thank you. I want to say that participating in this project is a great opportunity to try myself in the role of a teacher, and to make a precise choice of a profession.
Okay, thank you so much. Anna.
No, it was my first experience in this way. And at first, I thought that it will be difficult for me and I won't manage this type of job, this type of volunteering. And it was challenging for me, but it gave me a lot of new experience, emotions. It gave me one new friend in my life.
Great.
And I understood that I will connect my future job with volunteering.
Okay, that's great. Because volunteering is important and it should be necessarily part of our everyday life. Could you tell me, ladies, because we have ladies in here who volunteer in Yedinets as a part of the project, could you tell me, do you feel that the kids that you work with and that you try to contribute to their well-being are your friends? Polina. And in case that you are going to provide with with an affirmative answer, could you tell me why?
Undoubtedly, the children with whom I participate in the project are my friends. Moreover, they become my friends. They moreover they become my friends thanks for the project.
Okay.
Before the project, we crossed paths at school, but knew nothing about each other.
Mhm.
Now we have common topics to talk. Here I met many like-minded people.
Okay, great. Valeria. What is the name of the pupil that that your teacher has chosen to work for you to work with?
The boy's name is Vadim.
How old is he?
16, I think.
Is he 16
Um,
or he's 10 or 11?
10, 11,
Okay.
so on.
About this age.
I think and hope that the boy I'm working with now and we become friends. During our lessons, we often communicate on abstract topics, and he shares with me different thoughts. He tells me about his family, about himself, and so I think he trusts me as a friend. Vadim and I often meet at school during the breaks, and each time we exchange a couple of warm faces and smiles. So
That's good. Hopefully, the number of friends is going to be extended in a very short period of time, because your teachers told that they are going to choose other beneficiaries. I don't know about the volunteers, but they are sure about extending the number of the beneficiaries that you are going to help with their English, or you are going to contribute to their well-being. Polina, could you tell us Okay, yes.
Yeah.
What is the name of the kid that you're working with first?
Um, his name is Vlad, and he has 10
He goes.
years old.
He is 10. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Do you think that you're friends?
yeah.
Okay, and what is that kind of idea that comes into your mind that makes you believe that you're friends?
In the future, of course, we will be friends, and
Okay.
I
Okay,
don't know.
Polina, could you tell me what was the last topic that you covered?
Last COVID topic was winter is fun.
Okay, winter is
We
fun. And what did you do?
we pictured
Okay, you had pictures,
yeah,
huh?
and
And you described the
we
pictures, or
what?
you colored them? Did you describe the pictures or
No,
you colored them?
color
Okay.
them.
Okay. Do you remember the words that you introduced and the words that you made your friend remember connected to the topic, winter is fun?
I think that he remember months of winter,
Okay.
December, January, and February.
Anything else?
I think that he remember holidays in
Good. Christmas? You mean Christmas and New Year?
yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you so
And
much. Thank you, Polina. Anna, could you tell us what is the name of the kid that you're working with?
I'm working with a boy whose name Andryusha.
Okay. How old is
He's 11 years old.
he? Okay.
He's such a pretty boy.
Okay, he's a very pretty boy. Okay, I think all the kids are pretty.
Yes, of course.
Okay, could you tell us what is the topic that you discussed the previous week, I think?
On our last lesson, we discussed topic the name Christmas and holidays, vacation. We both were very glad that it's beginning of vacation, it's beginning of winter, and it's snow outside. And we made our symbol box that we named the Christmas box with candies and cookies. And we put inside cookies and candies. And we're very happy.
Okay. Do you think that he really feels that you like him and you want to help him and you want that he feels much better?
Yes, because it is an incomparable feeling when we discuss something with such a passion. And at the end of our lesson, we have both a little sad, but we know that we will soon meet again and we will discuss and we'll cover a new topic once again.
Okay. Do you think that that's difficult to be a volunteer, namely to work with kids with special needs? Valeria.
Yes.
Okay, Anna, yes, go on.
It's kind of difficult because like we are different person and in some moments we can't understand each other, but in every way we can find an exit and common language, I'll say that.
Okay, thank you so much. Valeria, do you think that that's difficult to volunteer, namely help kids with special needs? Because we don't teach English. We try to contribute to their well-being. Do you think that that's difficult? Did you find it difficult to do it?
I agree with Anna, but I think that it's more times no difficult because peoples are very lovely and kindly, and it's very pleasure for me thoughts with him English.
Okay, then you feel happy to help him with his English. Okay, thank you so much, Polina. Do you think it's difficult to volunteer?
I think that volunteer is good.
Okay,
I-
it's good for whom?
Is good and for
Who will
me
take advantage of volunteering? Okay, of you. Okay,
me
it's good for you and
friend, my little friend.
your little friend. Okay, could you now formulate a piece of advice for those that have never volunteered and have never worked with kids with special needs? A piece of advice for those that have never done it, but in a way are afraid to do it or don't feel that they can do it. They are not self-confident about doing it. A piece of advice. Valeria. Okay, yes,
Oh.
Polina, go on.
I think that always we 1 second.
Okay, we're going to give the floor to Valeria. Valeria, a piece of advice for those that have never volunteered.
I
I would like to do it. Yes.
I would like to appeal to teenagers and adults who are not volunteers, and I would like to encourage you to volunteer because volunteers do of good. It's very important to give people kindness and help in life. I believe that this should be done by every person who can do it and won't do it, because then life would become kinder and easy.
Okay, thank you so much. Anna, a piece of
I would
advice.
Okay, I would recommend to everybody to try volunteering because it gives an amazing opportunity. It makes our society smarter, more kind, and helpful. Not everyone understands the feeling when you are needed for this world. And of course, I would recommend to everybody to do volunteering with American Embassy. And also, there's something wonderful can be seen in these little people. They bring joy and happiness to this world. They are different, and this changes everyone to the better.
Okay, thank you so much. I think not American Embassy with American Spaces. Okay, great, but that's okay. It's associated in a way. Thank you so much, Anna. Polina, a piece of advice.
Yeah, I think that we always should work and talk with special children because they need this.
Okay, then they need us more than
they
other
need
kids.
our
kindness, our
Yeah.
tolerance, okay, our openness, our help. Much more than we believe they might need it. Okay, thank you so much. Dear ladies, thank you so much for your great contribution to the well-being of your community. We greatly appreciate it, and we wish you luck and inspiration in the new year, and we express our deepest gratitude for the things that you have done and you will do. Now it's time to be back for the it's time for the teachers to be back. Let's see. Then we are going to ask our teachers to come with recommendations to other educational institutions to implement service learning. Mrs. Gotkirch?
Okay.
Some recommendations. Then I really believe, and I saw it in many other countries, that service learning should be a part of the educational process, And if we really want a different society, then we're supposed to use elements of service learning in the process of teaching. Then it's very difficult in Moldova because of many factors, but we really want a different society. And in a way, we really hope that different strategies are going to be used to make our educational process competitive, rewarding, and a little bit different. Then some recommendations on service learning as a part of the process of teaching English, because we are teachers of English in here. We can give recommendations to the teachers of geography, for example, although I really believe that service learning, that's a general concept. It can be used by any kind of teacher in the process of teaching a discipline. Okay, Mrs. Gladkik, some recommendations. We're going to be very grateful if you're going to come with recommendations. From Jedinets to the world.
So from Jedinets to the world,
Good.
let me appeal to everyone and to all the educational institutions and say that our community is the one we deserve. It consists of all the members as a whole unit and of each of us separately. And if we want our community to be fair, to be developed, we should do service learning, because it depends on us what our community will look like, what our community will be in the future. And I think that, and I'm absolutely sure, that we should do service learning, because doing it, we learn to contribute to the well-being of the whole community. And we should remember that not everything in this world is done for the sake of money. There are things that should be done because we just should do these things. Because looking around, we can see a lot of people who need our help and who need our support, especially kids, especially at schools. And I think that we all should be engaged citizens. We should be helpful, and we should be tolerant and respectful and thoughtful of others. And I think we should all do good things. We should do good things all together, and it is in our power to do it, to make the community better.
Okay, thank you so much. Mrs. Burlako.
Well, I think that every school in our republic, in our country, should get such experience as we do, because even there are such children now in their school now, it doesn't mean that such students come next year to them, next academic year. And if you have at least theoretical knowledge, they will help you to interact with children in practice. Of course, theory is theory, practice is practice, but without knowledge, without theoretical knowledge, it's very difficult. And I'd like to say that it's Christmas time, and Christmas spirit is everywhere now. They say that Christmas spirit is a spirit of giving and forgiving, and I'd like to say that don't try to make happy the whole world.
Try to make happy.
Think globally, but act locally. It means that you give your attention and compassion to those who are near you, and pay attention to them. It's costless for you, but it's very valuable for those who need them. Be human. Let's be human. It's my, I don't know, not advice.
It's my
appeal. It seems to me it's important.
Okay, thank you so much. Now you have here those people. Mrs. Switch off the microphone. Okay. Then, dear all, these are the people that represent Jedinets and those that really want to bring a change. and that really contribute to the well-being of the kids, of some of the kids with special needs, because 4, 5, 6 people can't contribute to the well-being of all the kids because there are so many of them. But we really want to act locally. That's the primary objective of the project, and we are so grateful for all these people that are involved in doing a good thing for their community. Coming to an end, don't forget that education is a compass that activates magnets of curiosity, of wisdom, and intelligence. And it's up to us to decide whether we want these magnets activated or not. It's Christmas time. It's the new year. We really want that Christmas is bright and cheerful, and may the new year begin on a prosperous note. As Mrs. Burlaku has mentioned, that's Christmas time. It's about charity, it's about love, it's about happiness, it's about family. We all wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and really a prosperous, peaceful, and happy year to come. Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you so much for being with us at this discussion. Our best regards from Yedinets to the world. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye. See you at another Breakfast Intellectual Bites. And hopefully you are going to keep an eye on us, and you are going to share some ideas with us, and you're going to write comments. And you're going to look forward to listening to our discussion the next time. Bye, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.